Hey y'all, welcome back to the party. It's me, your girl BrittReacts, and today we're reacting via a kind suggestion to Marc Cohn. I don't think it's Cohen, I think it's Cohn. Walking in Memphis live. Let's see what he has to say.
Song, also from my first record. I'll tell you a little story about it. I met a woman named Muriel Davis Wilkins in the mid-'80s at a little place called the Hollywood Cafe. They were serving catfish and fried pickles. And Muriel was up on this little stage with a beat-up upright piano, singing beautifully these old standards and gospel songs. And I fell in love with her immediately. She was a school teacher, she told me during her breaks. And was just making a little extra money playing at the Hollywood on weekends. And during her breaks, I also told her a little bit about myself, about my past, my childhood, all this stuff. And that I was a struggling writer trying to start a career in music. So to make a long story short, at some point during the night, she thought she would check out what I sounded like and asked me to come up on stage and sing.
Oh.
Which I did, although it only took a few seconds to realize there wasn't one song in the universe both of us knew. So she just said, I'll do the end of my set and I'll feed you the lyrics. I'll tell them to you in your ear and you sing whatever you want. So she was singing His Eye is on the Sparrow, Near My God to Thee, How Far Is It to Canaan, I think was one of them. Anyway, all the big Hebrew hits I knew.
I was just about to say, these are like real hymnal hits right here. These are like the real, you are a churchy church girl guy if you know those songs, and I know all of them. Y'all know I love a story time, so I'm so invested in this right now. I don't know who this man is, but I am so into this story.
How Far Is It to Canaan, I think was one of them. Anyway, all the big Hebrew hits I knew really well. And then she got to Amazing Grace. That one I knew. So we sang that in unison, and right after it ended, she just whispered in my ear, leaned over and said, "Child, I think it's time for you to go home and write the songs you've been meaning to write."
Ooh.
And
wow.
So in that moment,
wow. That's a prophetic moment right there, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. For her to like have felt that and said, "Baby, just go ahead and do what God has put you on this earth to do." That's a beautiful thing. When someone speaks to you in such a matter of fact, for sure, commanding kind of way, if it doesn't bring you to attention, you're lacking in something. Like she called that out of him. Like you are meant to, so go. You know, it's beautiful.
I was anointed by Muriel in the Hollywood Cafe.
Anointed.
I went back home, and I'll be damned if that isn't what happened. I wrote a good deal of the songs that years later would become my first record.
Wow.
About 8 months later, I wanted to play these songs for Muriel, which I did. And she listened very intently to 4 or 5 of them, and finally gave her final judgment, which was, "Those are beautiful songs, child. But you know the one where you talk about me at the end?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "That's the best one."
Period. So one can assume that the song he's about to sing is the one, Walking in Memphis, is about her at the end? Is that what I'm assuming? Am I assuming right or wrong?
Put on my blue suede shoes, boarded the plane, come on, touchdown in the land of the Delta Blues, in the middle of the pouring rain. WC Handy, won't you look down over me? Yeah, I got the first class ticket, but I'm as blue as a boy could be. Then I'm walking in Memphis, walking with my feet 10 feet off a beale.
I could tell by his speaking voice. You know, sometimes you get it wrong. You're like, I did not think that person was going to sound that way. But you could tell by his speaking voice he was going to have this beautiful, like, raspy, storytelling kind of vocal. And that's exactly. I love the kind of, like, push and pull of the melody. It speeds up. It slows down a little. And I like that. this also feels like a story. So I'm going to continue to listen because I love a story. I love a song and a story and a story and a song.
Walking with my feet 10 feet off a beale. Do I really feel the way I feel?
I feel like I've heard this song before. Like I just said, feel the way I feel. And I don't know if that's just instinct. Is this a popular song? You know, sometimes live they'll break songs down and they'll rearrange them. But I feel like I might have heard this song before, like maybe in a movie or something. I don't know. That feel the way I feel part just resonated with my soul, though. Did y'all see that happen?
Saw the ghost of hell on Union Avenue. Followed him up to the gates of Graceland. Then I watched him walk right through. Now security did not see him. They just hovered around his tomb. But there's a pretty little thing waiting for the king. She's down in the jungle room, walking in Memphis.
That beat that he takes at the end of every verse. Walking in Memphis, powerful. It's super powerful. The first time some guy in the audience sang out, but the second time it really was a true beat, and I don't know, it did something.
She's down in the jungle room, walking in Memphis. Walking with my feet 10 feet off a beat. Walking in Memphis. And do I really feel?
They sang it too. I really feel like I must have heard this before in my life. Feel the way I feel.
They got catfish on the table.
Okay, this is Muriel.
They got gospel in the air.
But he said the Hollywood Cafe, so I assumed it was in Hollywood. But was it actually in Memphis? Is there a cafe called Hollywood? I mean, there's Hollywood something everywhere, but I'm just wondering. I assumed it was in actual Hollywood.
They got gospel in the air. And Reverend Green, be glad to see when you have not got a prayer. But boy, you got a prayer in Memphis.
That's beautiful. Woo!
Now Muriel, she plays piano every Friday down at the
Ooh! The switch? Well, what's this transition we got going on here? Hold on. Wait a minute. Something happened.
every Friday down at the Hollywood. And they roll me down to see her. And then they asked me if I would do a little longer. Get ready. And I sang
Get ready.
out of my mind. She said,
And I sang up out of my mind. Is that what he just said? I just feel there's so much soul in this. There's so much soul. And I feel like this is a I'm not just listening to a song. I'm having an experience. You know what I mean? Like there's a difference.
get ready. And I sang out of my mind. She said, tell me you a Christian child. And I said, that's right, I was walking in Memphis. Walking with my feet 10 feet off the beat. Walking in Memphis. Do I really feel the way I feel? Well, I'm walking in Memphis. Walking with my feet 10 feet off the beat. Walking in Memphis. Do I really feel the way I feel? Or the way I feel?
What's happening to me right now? I'm like having an experience. Blue suede shoes, isn't that an Elvis reference? I put on my blue suede shoes and I boarded the plane.
Touchdown in the land of the dead, in the middle of the pouring rain.
feel like I had a spiritual experience. That felt like church. I'm not sure. I definitely feel like I've heard that song before, though. Walking in Memphis. I gotta go figure that out. Let me know in the comments if there's like something super common that people know that for like a movie or something. Anyway, that was beautiful. Love the story. Love the song. And I love you guys. Go and have the day you deserve. Peace.